The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. A very well-known scripture, and seemingly the motivation behind why so many have made it their mission not to be poor. But the poor I speak of here is with regards to financial wealth. In light of this, my spiritual team, likened to a divine optometrist, has been correcting my divine optical lens to see this from a higher perspective. What I mean by this is the idea of servitude as it pertains to our energy. I'm not surprised because in just commenting on another's content, my reflections of that content led to my receiving of downloads pertaining to others masking their need to borrow, others' energy. And doing so as a sign of this being normal behavior, and then finding fault in others when they are unable or refrain from fulfilling this need, right? So my spiritual team's ability to bring this scripture to my remembrance, as to say, such expectation is a clear indication of poverty, which is why it comes off as begging. And being a beggar, the desire to borrow, which they clearly believe another has for the lending. And if one be the lender, do they not rule over them in the sense that they have to rely on that supply over which another is in rule of? So let's think about it, right? You're minding your business, and someone observing you minding your business believes it's their business to redirect you to themselves. In their attempt to redirect you, they are engaged in the act of requesting. Let's look at the etymology of the word request. Mid-14th century, requestee, act of asking for a favor, service, etc. Expression of desire for something to be granted or done. I'm hearing how the genie in Aladdin is portrayed as false. The very idea of seeking out this lamp shows understanding of what we are addressing here. Likewise, we are in a sense seen as genies when others request our redirection to themselves, and with an attitude of entitlement for that matter. Why is that? Why are people not making the connection between this behavior and a poverty mindset, just as they would do when it comes to financial status? For example, there are people who will sell your information. Your information is their business, your credentials, and we are putting much emphasis on your. These people who sell your info make a profit, do they not? These profits allow those peoples to buy goods and services that support their livelihood. Now, based on what we said earlier, so many make it their mission not to be poor. How would you, or who would you consider to be poor in this scenario? Would it be the person whose personal information is being sold by another for profit, or the one profiting off of another's credentials? Better yet, the person or persons who has attributed value to people's personal information that would provide the opportunity for another to use that information for profit. Think about it, y'all. Well, if you were paying attention to what was said earlier, Your answer would be the one selling people's information for profit. Do you see that? And if you do, how will you define poor and rich moving forward in your life? Better yet, regarding this, how will you speak to yourself moving forward? Is being rich a matter of profit or ruling over that which truly belongs to you, knowing you are the gatekeeper of that? Because others can request the redirection of you to themselves, but approval or denial of that is your choice. You are the lender in this scenario. And the fact that they can't see that is an indication of your rulership. So much so, they demand because you are their supply. They have made you their source, their God from whom all their blessings flow. And it is so interesting how so many have jumped on this bandwagon only to boast in becoming rich, right? And that's in quotes, by way of another's riches. Yes, the ones they listen to who has placed value on your information, in other words, sending the memo of just how valuable you are. So much so, others make it their business to make you their business. Thank you for listening, y'all. Until next time. Peace.